Hello, I'm Cedric Homan, and today we have guest star Ethan Goldner. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
Now, you're a big Tottenham fan, wouldn't you say?
I am.
Now, in your honest opinion, what do you think their chances of winning the league is coming back from Leicester?
It's not high right now. With the 1-0 or the 1-1 draw, not a good chance of being top of the table. But we still have chances. We need Leicester to draw once and lose twice. We got to win out our games against Chelsea and Newcastle. I just probably not attainable, but second's not bad.
I mean,
Just got to stay above Arsenal.
with a season like this, with the big teams falling off, like Chelsea, Man City, Man U, would you say you're disappointed that a team like Leicester would win, not a team like Arsenal or Tottenham, or one of the teams that always was just that much short, just like 1 inch short, and now?
I think it's good that Leicester's winning. It's good for the club, and it's good to get different teams winning the league. I would much rather have Leicester win than any of the other teams, especially Arsenal and Chelsea. So it's great to see him win. But I think we'll be a bit disappointed that we didn't take the title home if this season ends like it is right now. So yeah.
So how do you feel about Dele Alli winning Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year?
I think it's good for him. It's what is he 19? Or he just turned 20.
He just turned 20.
So to win that when you're 20 years old is huge for his career, and I think he'll be able to do great things. We just got to hold on to him and not sell him.
So Tottenham has won that 2 years in a row now.
They have. Harry Kane won it last year.
Harry Kane, arguably just as good as a season as this year, proved that he was not a one-hit wonder. How far do you think he can lead Tottenham, and do you think he'll ever leave this club?
It's hard to say if he'll ever leave. I hope he doesn't, but I think that he'll have many more seasons to come with great scoring records. And he kind of proved this season. At the beginning of the season, he had a six or 7 game goal drought, and we thought he was done. And now he's the top scorer in the Barclays Premier League and gunning for the Gold Boot Award with 24 goals. So that really just showed that he can score goals in tough times. So I think that he'll be a great player in the Tottenham squad, and hopefully he stays here for the majority of his career.
What do you think about Dele Alli? He's rumored to be targeted by a lot of the big clubs now.
Yes, he is. I think that he needs another year of development, at least at Tottenham. Hopefully he'll stay. But it'll be hard if he has another season like this next season, it'll be hard to keep him there with all the offers from the big teams. But I think he just needs another season of development before he goes to a big team like Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Now, a lot of the Tottenham players have gone to Real Madrid. Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, a lot of the big players like that from Tottenham that Tottenham pretty much developed.
We are the development club for Real Madrid.
That's what it sure seems like now.
Yes.
Now, if they did get sold, what would you hope they did with their money this time that they didn't do last time when they got the Bale money?
Well, I would hope.
In my opinion, they wasted the Bale money.
Oh, they did. They bought 7 useless players, and the only one that really matters right now is Christian Eriksen, who's they bought him with part of that money, and he's doing a great job, great assists. But he was the only real prominent player. Soldado was a flop.
Lamela, I think, arguably at times he's a good player.
Yeah, oh yeah, Lamela's definitely grown to be a great player. He's a lot more unselfish.
Not quite as Roma days, but
no,
he's still pretty decent.
Yes, I would hope that they would buy players, buy not as many players, but players that will contribute to the team, and not contribute to the team. Like Soldado did not do anything.
Yeah, and proven players. I feel like some of the players they got were not proven yet in such a competitive league.
Mm-hmm. I would hope they would go for players inside the Premier League, just so that those players have know how the Premier League goes. Because all of the players we bought from were from the Dutch league and the Spanish league, and they just didn't know how the English Premier League was played, so they struggled.
Now going back to Christian Eriksen, in my opinion, I'd say he's a world-class player.
Yes.
He's in the shadows right now of Kevin De Bruyne,
Yes.
Dimitri Payet, Ozil. What do you think of that? Do you think that affects him in any way?
I think he wants to be one of the best, but I think he's a great free kick ability and he's a great assister. He leads what is he from? Denmark.
Denmark,
Yeah, he
he's
leads.
Danish.
Yeah, he leads the Danish national team. He's always the best Danish player of the year. I think that he could compete with these players like Payet and De Bruyne. He just needs. I honestly think he might need to go to a bigger club to prove himself. Now, I don't want him to go to a bigger club, but I don't think that he will get the respect that he would want as a world-class player unless he went to a big club, either in Spain or France or even one of the big Premier League clubs. But I hope he doesn't leave.
A lot of your players at Tottenham have been early on their Euro teams, like
Yes, most of the
Christian
England
Eriksen.
teams, yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think the chances are of Harry Kane and how many players and like Dele Alli? How many players do you think England will have from Tottenham this year?
I think they could have a strong showing. They could have Danny Rose, Kyle Walker, Eric Dyer, Dele Alli, Harry Kane, any of those guys. I think all of them are young players, and I think they could really improve the national team.
Now, Eric Dyer, he's been called up to the national team times before. What do you think his best position is? Do you think he's a holding mid, or do you think he should stay at the center back role?
I like him as holding mid. Tottenham has a strong back line. They have Jan Vertonghen, and they have Toby Alderweireld in the back. So I think with them in the back, it gives Eric Dyer a little more experience in the center defensive mid role, and I really like him back there. He gets back on defense, but he can also go up and counterattack and be a threat on corners and crosses in the air. So I like him at a CDM.
All right, I think that's all the time we have today. Thank you for listening.